Fanboy, 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 fanboy. The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds is freaking terrible. This game sucks. And this game just came out for the Nintendo 3DS. That's right. The 3DS, this crappy handheld by Failtendo. Because they keep failing at everything. At every, little console they make, little handheld, it's always been a failure with this company. All they have is a bunch of rehashes, and now we have The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. How unoriginal is this pathetic tripe that we've received from this crappy company that keeps rehashing the same games over and over again? This is nothing but a ripoff of A Link to the Past. That's right! Which came out for Super Nintendo way back in the 90s, like frickin' 1990 frickin' 8 or something like that for the SNES. That would be the SNES in Japan. It's just so pathetic. I mean, they have to rehash the same game. It's another top-down style game. I mean, do they have any more new ideas? I'm taking a look at the Metascore right now. I mean, look at this horrible score for this game. Look at this. Look, oh my goodness. The user scores have totally decimated this game and completely exposed this pathetic, redundant title in the failure that is known as the Zelda franchise. I can't even believe Zelda's still around. Taking a look at some of the user scores, we got one from Social. He gave it a 6. Oh, I guess it could be a she. Social gave it a 6. The game has a lot of things going for it. It's smooth as butter, has very tight controls, and everything feels familiar. The problem begins after a few hours in, when you're realizing how quickly you're breezing through the game. You can finish certain dungeons in under 15 minutes, and each time you're hoping that the game is just preparing you for bigger things to come, but they never come. It's all very, very easy and over before you know it. This is so pathetic. There's a new way of purchasing items, but it opens up your path way too fast and makes everything within your reach with barely any proper challenges. There's no point in purchasing the items, as I would never die in any way. Yeah, I mean, this is so childish. This is for little fat kids sitting inside their living rooms or in their bedrooms. They're so bored out of their minds that they have nothing else to do. So they get their parents to buy this pile of tripe, this pathetic pile of Zelda garbage. And then they waste their time with it because it's so easy. It's such a casual game. That's the main problem with the Zelda series. A Link to the Past, while that game is highly superior and completely way better than Link Between Worlds, that game was way too easy as well. It was just so simplistic, and it was very quickly. It was a very quick game. It took like maybe 2 hours at the most to defeat that game. It's not, they call it supposedly an RPG. It's a role-playing game, but really, so what happened to the action-adventure aspect? Now it's a role-playing game. All of a sudden, Zelda is role-playing. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Developed by Nintendo, rated E for everyone, of course. So the summary of the game is Nintendo developers have crafted a new game. New, more like frickin' old, new game set in the world of A Link to the Past, which launched for Super NES in 1992. 92! So it's not even 98, it's 92. It's even older. It's from, 21 years ago? Over 20-year-old game. They ripped that off, and now they're trying to just basically make money off of that. I love how unoriginal these companies are. They would rehash. First it was the 80s. They try to bring back the 80s and it's garbage. You know, they tried to bring back, you know, Mario Brothers and all that crap. And then now they're bringing back the franchises from the 90s. You know, and it's like this stupid trend, this pathetic trend of bringing back stuff that got old like 20 years ago. The game makes use of the 3D abilities of the 3DS and allows Link to become a drawing and move along walls. Oh, that's really good, because I'm sure that the 2DS would take full advantage of that. Oh, wait a minute, the 2DS doesn't have the 3D capabilities anymore? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, so what's the point of getting a 2DS? Nintendo screwed fans over. Nintendo screwed over its own freaking buyers and consumers and customers. Its own supposed fan base. And you know, they're all a bunch of pathetic nerds, pathetic dweebs that aren't real gamers. They're just a bunch of casuals. Because Zelda sucked, man. This game has no good graphics. The graphics stink. The gameplay sucks so bad. It's very simplistic. The music is just unrecognizable because they change it up so much. You know, Link himself, man, Link is a crappy character to begin with. It's not a good character. This is a very one-dimensional character. Look, this Destructoid gave it a 65. A 65 out of 100. Oh, that's a real high score there. Not. A Link Between Worlds' main problem at the end of the day is a complete lack of heart. Ironic, because this idiot Link would actually use hearts to fill up his frickin' health meter. There's no defining moment, no memorable villains or characters, and no truly new items that make their mark in the series. I had felt this many times before. I didn't feel the magic. There you go, Destructoid. Destructoid is so incredibly accurate in their reviews. They're so precise. You know, you gotta trust these guys. That's why they're professional reviewers. The Escapist gave it a 70. Link Between Worlds is a sentimental game that skates off its predecessor's successes. There you go. Translation? It's a rehash. It's a cheap knockoff. All it does is steal from a game that came out well over 20 years ago. So you got these idiots that want to play this because of the nostalgia. That's it. It just reminds them of an old crappy game they played from for the 16-bit way back in the day. Oh my goodness. That's pretty much it. I mean, all the reviews are pretty much incredibly low. They're nothing special. Link Between Worlds stink. This might be the worst 3DS game of the year. Maybe Pokemon X and Y is worse. But they're both rehashes, you know. Nintendo likes to, again, rehash the same old tired franchises. They have nothing original, nothing new. They keep making money off these pathetic idiots that keep buying this stuff. You know, people would criticize, oh, Call of Duty is always the same thing every year, or it's a rehash, copy and paste, copy and paste. Grand Theft Auto, you know, it's nothing new, it's the same thing. Battlefield, it's the same thing. What do you think Zelda is? What do you think Pokemon is? Mario, all these Nintendo names, it's the same names over and over again. If you want originality in video games, if you want nothing but pure quality and something new, something fresh, something different, if you want something awesome, you gotta play Xbox One. Best system in the world, best system right now. It just came out. Xbox One is incredible. You got all these original brand new franchises. Dead Rising 3, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, COD Ghosts, Battlefield 4. Alright, this is originality. That's actual innovation that all you pathetic Nintendo drones don't realize. With your crappy handheld, the 3DS sucks. It's all about Xbox One. That's a real console. Because it costs over $500. $500 for a system. That means it's more expensive Therefore, it is better quality. It's a higher value. Xbox One rules, 3DS is for tools.
That's it for this episode of Fanboy Reviews. And until next time, keep fanboying. Yeah!